Hello! I came up with this fun little book-related game because I realized that over the last few months I haven't really talked much about my fandom-y books, Harry Potter side of things, so that means that some of you either have forgotten or maybe even just don't know how obsessed with Harry Potter I am. So of course I had to rectify that. So this game, I have yet to come up with a catchy title for it. You pick a book, and then you go through and you write down the first word on every single page, and you put a period at the end of every chapter. Then the most fun part comes with the reading aloud. So you write all the words down, and then you read it out loud, and then you answer two questions. One, does it make sense? And two, is it accurate to the book? I'm really excited about it, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and so I'm kind of thinking about making it into a series if it's as fun as I think it will be. So let's get started. Of course, the first book that I decided to do this for was, believe it or not, Harry Potter. Surprise, surprise. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, to be precise. Let's get started. Mr. They of Past have thee misses with Albus, you'd know, to maid swallowed no gingerly breeze. Nearly yet wanted together, little on way, have I cobras, I but couldn't. The his there, Harry uncle, let know they go uncle on shake wouldn't rock wind. Boom! The squashed year, but I'm questions, a but no of that's Hagrid I why. Harry scrambled, Hagrid flew, course Harry fantastic, had can't Harry studying shaking, thief all he, if Hogwarts said you, and for the Mr. Wand, Harry back Hagrid. Harry's another, don't he? Harry there where, thanks, into Harry, and he they sheep go dark, but he will, that's game, I closer in everyone. The rather some, nobody Hermione, you lot he, Malfoy prefect, Albus introduced a be first, and staircases caput. There wouldn't seconds transfiguration there, I the thought criticizing cheer Harry for. Harry Malfoy was a flat feet sticking, give be follow around well what block, all good waved Malfoy, they and you. Malfoy, what a well, children never three, well partner, it's prefects quietly, but berserk troll if good. As brilliant library, Potter! Chatter, okay Gryffindor, been chasers by his flint made you've. Christmas, those money just was 5 on every your what's watched his stepping you, his mum headed no why strange eye. Dumbledore library, which what I'm match Ron snapped Harry below Harry. Quirrell 10, oh you Hermione, Hagrid wonder all they chimed, they Harry Hagrid steep. Things Harry 50 pointed and rounding Harry with ye, but there's into a Mars you out, you could can Harry bed. And Harry know where or what they how like Harry your weed yes at brilliant I something shut can the stone black every the purple of Hermione. It few tapping he what get body master Harry we Harry Dumbledore yes he it after Dumbledore now third was it station. And that is the end of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Okay, let's just get this out of the way. Harry Malfoy. I know shippers are pouncing on that, of course. Moving on. As a whole, I think this actually kind of did a weirdly good job of hitting on all the important points. It starts with the introduction, and it's kind of setting up the backstory, and it's kind of showing like the process of Harry kind of being plunged into the wizarding world, and then you have a good bit where it's all about getting into trouble and Quidditch and stuff, and that's like the middle part of the book. And then towards the end we have more trouble, losing points, and going after the stone and the library and Dumbledore and all of these things, and then it closes reminiscent of where every single book ends, King's Cross Station. So yeah, as like an overarching thing, I think that did a pretty good job. Some things that I noticed individually in these sentences, the very first one, it takes place in the past. It never explicitly says that, of course, because at this point it doesn't seem to be the past, they're telling it as if it's the present and it just jumps forward later. But it does mention the word past in this sentence, and I think that's really interesting. Also, the only person named in this first sentence is Albus, as in Albus Dumbledore. And he really is kind of the central, integral person in this chapter, although McGonagall features for longer. Dumbledore kind of set it all in motion. And then the only 2 words that are capitalized, like entirely all caps, are boom in chapter 4, which is when the door is being knocked on and then down by Hagrid, and then in chapter 11, Potter, which I think is probably either in the context of Snape yelling or more likely given the rest of the sentence, it's about Quidditch. Those are 2 pivotal moments, I guess, in Harry's head, the moment when Hagrid knocks on the door and his life is never the same again, and Quidditch, because we all know how important Quidditch is to Harry. And of course Malfoy crops up so much. Yeah, this is really interesting. I'm really glad I did this. Oh, and my battery's gonna die. Cool, well, what do you think about this? What was your favorite part of this video? Which would you want to see more of if I did this again? What books might you want me to do if I do this again in the future? What ideas do you have for titles for this project? What did you like? What did you not like? Was this good? Should I do it again? Yeah, cool. I will see you next week. Bye!